Well, notice that in lesson 9, we took a look at how to create activity codes. And remember, I told you that the essence of the activity code is basically to help you group and sort by, or to help you to filter your activities depending on exactly what you want to accomplish. Please notice that these are additional features that you have in Primavera P6 that can basically help you to navigate with and work through the modules. The resource code, just like we saw in the activity codes, also helps us to group and sort our resources. Because sometimes you can have various resource categories within your database, and then you may have a situation where these resources are assigned to specific groups, individuals, subcontractors, as the case may be. So it makes it possible for us to be able to sort our resources according to whatever categories or whatever headings or subheadings that we choose to sort. That's one key thing that the resource codes actually help us to do in Primavera P6. So let's dive in. Alright, so once again, this is our Primavera P6 and we're going to be creating resource codes. So to do that, again, we go to Enterprise, and this time around you click on Resource Codes. Alright, so at the resource code part, you're going to see some default resource code that's already been created or comes with your Primavera P6. So in order to create our own, first you click on Modify and then click on Add. So when you have the new portion, type in subcontractors. And then of course hit Enter. And then once you type in subcontractors, again, increase the character length for your resource code to a minimum of 20, if a maximum of 20 in case you want more space to be able to type in your resource code. And then you click on Close. So once you've done that, notice that subcontractor shows up here under the select resource code portion. So again, we click on Add under the resource code window, and we now type in the various subcontractors that we have. So let's say we have TQ, that's total quality. So we type in total quality. And then we click on Add again, and we type in CC, and that's Sale Consult. And then again we click on Add. Next we type in DE, and that's Domain Engineer. Okay, so let's look at these three subcontractors. So once you've been able to do that, you simply click on Close. So once we've done that, we now navigate to our activity, our resource, database. So we simply go to the directory bar and then click on resources. So it takes us directly to our resource, page. So again, we add the subcontractors column. So we can simply click on columns in the tools bar, or right click and click on columns. We've done this repeatedly. Okay, and then click on customize, and then we go to available options, click on find, and you type in subcontractors. You hit enter. So you can see the subcontractors. So simply click on this single add to list arrow, and let's make it the last column there, and then click on OK. So you see the subcontractors column here now shown up. Okay, so now assign, or rather to assign subcontractors, to assign those resources to specific subcontractors depending on where they are coming from, we now do that. So just go to the codes portion in the detail view and then click on assign. So once you do that, you notice that your assign resource code window pops up. So let's expand this so that it's a bit more conspicuous. So you can see the ones we've just created. That is the resource code for subcontractors. That's exactly what is showing here. So let's say John Doe is coming from Sale Consulting. So select Sale Consulting and then we click on assign. And don't forget, you can use your filter button. So simply select all the other subcontractors under it. So let's say all of these are coming from Sale Consulting. So we can use our fill down function to be able to do this. So you do your Control E, or you right click and click on fill down. So once you do that, you notice that you're changing the subcontractor for all of these. Then also, of course, let's say our non-labor resources are coming from total quality. So we assign this to total quality, and then of course it shows up here, and we can simply select everything under the non-labor resources and do Control E to assign them. And then let's also say that our material resources are now going to be coming from let's say they're going to be coming from Domalong. So select Domalong, and then we assign and we select every other thing, and we do our Control E. So once you've been able to do that, you'll be able to categorize your resources based on subcontractors. Now sometimes it may seem as if every single category has to be with regards to a particular subcontractor. That's not exactly so. I can also have a situation where, let's say, concrete mixer is also coming from sale consulting instead of total quality. So I can simply double click here and select sale consulting. So you can see it doesn't really matter, where the resources are located. You can assign any particular resource to any subcontractor as the case may be. So that's basically what I'm trying to show you at this point, so you don't feel like they all have to every single category of our resource has to be with regards to a particular subcontractor. So once we've been able to do that, of course we can use our group and sort feature to be able to now group these resources according to the subcontractors that we have just created. So once I click on my group and sort by, under the group by, I click on the drop down, and then I select subcontractors. I can sort alphabetically if I choose, click on apply, and then OK. So if you check here, you notice that all the subcontractors for sale consult, all their resources under sale consulting, I've been able to sort them. And then under Domalong, you see them. Under total quality, you see them, and the ones that you have not assigned any subcontractor, you see them below. And then of course I can also now use my filter button and choose all activities that I want to filter. So I can simply click on current project resources. I can also choose to filter by all activities, and then also filter by all resources and all of that. So those are, so you can see the specific set of subcontractors that we have here. So again, let's return back to the default values that we had earlier on, which is exactly what we have currently displayed. I hope this particular video has been very informative for you. So this is exactly how to assign and also use resource codes, especially with regards to your resources. It also helps you to group your resources and then also sort your resources. I hope this particular video has been very informative for you. I want to thank you for listening, and then next we shall see in the next lesson. Thank you very much.